Together we stand up with pride. Open your eyes, feel our beating hearts. It's in our blood line. For the motherland, for the motherland.
In their highlands unite, one nation, one tribe. Hear the drums echo through history. We won't be silent, new heroes rise.
For the motherland, for the motherland.
O inang bayan, ipaglalaban kita. O inang bayan, ipaglalaban kita.
And our prayers are for light in these dark times. We've been lost for a while, and when many are blind, we shine. For the motherland, for the motherland, for the motherland, for the motherland.
Hi, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome again to another special episode here in Digital Series by Red Panda Philippines. But today, we are very pleased to be in cooperation with Multilingual Inc. For those people who wants to learn new languages, new culture, especially how to speak their language, please feel free to go to their site, Multilingual Inc. or multilingual.ph. Today we are joined by a very special guest all the way from Australia, the guy who made the video that you watched a while ago, Mr. Eypee Kaamino. Hi,
Hello,
Eypee.
nice to meet you. Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Yeah.
So, this is our first podcast with Multilingual Inc. and then you are our very first guest for this.
Oh, such an honor. Such an honor.
So, AB, can you tell us something about yourself, or how did you get started in doing videos?
I basically started with the music scene, so I was like 16 years old, and I started doing videos when YouTube first came out. So I did cover songs and filmed myself with a guitar and doing cover songs, and then at some point I did some like bands videos for bands and some official music videos for friends, and then things became more serious, and then I decided to become a filmmaker.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's nice. But since we are doing this for Multilingual Inc., people do not know that you are half Filipino. Am I correct?
Yeah, I'm half Filipino, half German.
Wow. So being a cultural person, how much is it different when you do the video right now? Speaking of from experience being doing that video a while ago that we just showed the people.
Yeah, so this video was my very, very first music video project in the Philippines.
Okay.
And it turned out very well because I could actually like um, understand the language, when they organized the people, and then and especially in this video, there's so many um, people involved who we wanted to collaborate with, and the fact that I am also half Filipino and I could understand like Tagalog and the language was a huge help for me.
I see. I see. That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay. If it's okay with you, can you walk us through your process on how you create one of those interesting videos? Because I've seen your work. Uh,
Mhm.
they're more on cultural side, telling people what the country is all about, showing the culture of each country. How what does your process go about when you start doing videos?
So my priority number one is not to bring heavy gear.
Okay.
So so I throughout the years I invested in gear that is top quality, but also light. So my priority in buying the gear is that it has to be lightweight as well. So yeah, and then when I do my travels, I focus on the cultural part. So not only landscape, but I want to show the people, the food, and yeah, alongside the landscapes as well, of course. So
Nice.
that's what I focus on.
Nice. So, out of all the videos that you've made, or out of all the countries that you've been to,
Hmm.
where is your favorite country, or which country do you think has the most culture that you can actually create more videos, not only just one video?
Um, I think it's whole of like South America. It's
Wow.
very interesting. Unfortunately, I cannot speak Spanish that well, so I prefer traveling to countries where they actually speak English. That's why I like to travel to the Philippines a lot. But when it comes to like the best cost for what you get for,
Yeah,
um, I think South America is a very nice place to go to. But also like Southeast Asia, like you can travel a lot there for not so much money and stay longer, and like that's my kind of traveling, just exploring the hidden gems of Southeast Asia. So I would say Southeast Asia and then South America.
wow, wow, nice.
Yeah.
So, how are you guys doing right now there? Are you guys on lockdown hit there in Australia?
Yeah, so I'm in Sydney visiting family.
Mm-hmm.
I just came from Manila, and unfortunately I cannot go back because they have a lockdown. So I'm staying here for a moment. Sydney is on lockdown, kind of, but not as strict as other countries. Um, we're all staying at home. When we go out, we have to make sure that we don't get caught by the police,
I see, I see.
or we have to have like a good reason why we're out in the car. So yeah, we stay home a lot.
I see. So,
Yeah.
knowing our pandemic right now,
Mhm.
what do you think is next for the film industry or the media industry?
I think there will be, when it comes to like cinema and Hollywood, there will be a huge gap because productions have been halted now,
Mm-hmm.
and there will not be new releases for quite some time. I think this year, not so many releases.
I see, I see. So,
um, yeah.
yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, and then for independent filmmakers, it's really hard. It's really tough nowadays because, as for me, I'm a freelance filmmaker, and I film mostly like events, and I collaborate with companies to do their like marketing videos. And spending money on marketing videos is not really a priority nowadays.
Okay,
It's more about paying the companies being able to pay their employees and having some backup money.
I see, I see.
So investing in a video is not really a priority, and that makes it difficult for freelance videographers like me nowadays. Yeah.
I see. Same here, same here. So,
Mm.
what do you think we can do right now in order for us to be able to pay our bills? Since we know that the industry is already a little bit shaken up, what suggestions can you give so that we as filmmakers could actually move forward or try to adapt with the new normal, as what they call it?
Well, we are very fortunate that live in a very digital world, so everything is digital nowadays, and even like videography and videos, they're all digital now.
Mm.
So what I do is like I go through all my footage in my old hard drives, and I re-edit them. I pick out the best shots that I've done so far, and I upload them as stock footage, and that's another source of income that
Okay.
you can do, um, especially like for me because I have done a lot of like landscape videos, and those are very generic videos, and I've worked in a video company before, and I know how it is when you need footage that you can't create. You just go to a stock footage site and buy it off there. So that's a good thing you can do during quarantine.
Okay.
Another thing is, of course, um, to learn more things. So there's so many new things you can learn on YouTube. Professionals uploading tutorials of After Effects. You can also acquire a new skill. Um, you can download new software, new editing software, like look at the visual effects and new transitions that you can build. And there's just so many things you can do on
I,
the computer and not going out.
yeah, I see, I see. But what's keeping you busy right now? I know everybody's at home,
Yeah,
trying to think of something new or trying to think of the next move. But what about
yeah.
you? How do you keep your creative mind busy during this quarantine period?
To keep my creative mind busy, I work out, and that makes my mind work. I'm not like watching Netflix all the time because I'm a filmmaker, and not all filmmakers have to do that. Um, I have a lot of filmmaker friends who do that, by the way, but I'm not that guy. Like I don't watch old classics and nerd out on the different you know filmmaking stuff. Um, I want to create like my own style, my own things, and um, actually TikTok has been a huge inspiration on me because I've seen so many like templates
Yeah.
and visual effects there that I know in theory, but I began recreating them on After Effects.
Wow.
So that's a huge inspiration. It started off with just for fun, and then dancing with family, and then doing these TikTok videos. And I thought, hey, this template, I can do it myself. So I went to my PC and I opened After Effects, and I recreated these effects, and that's also a thing that inspired me to do.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So will we be expecting you to be the next TikTok sensation for 20 and 20?
I just started like 2 weeks ago, so I don't know.
Okay, so let's go back to some of your videos.
Yeah.
What is your most favorite video that you've done so far, and can you tell us a little bit of it about it and why?
Sure. So West Philippine Sea belongs to one of my favorites
Mm-hmm.
because it's actually a meaningful video. It has a message, and it collaborates with a lot of people, and it's multicultural. So all these aspects make it one of my favorites. And
Mm-hmm.
before that, like anything that has to do with high production value, with like I travel around the world with my buddy Andong.
Yeah.
He has this he's a YouTuber, full-time YouTuber, and he also does like um, videos about food, but like in a multicultural way. So he brings cultures together through food, and I'm his like official cameraman when we go travel the world together.
Mm-hmm.
So so we focus on like bringing cultures together through food, and that's also like one of my favorite projects so far, working with him. Yeah.
Yeah. Anything to do with food is always safe, right?
Yeah, sure. Because everyone needs to eat, and not everyone cooks, but everyone eats. So everyone loves food.
That's correct. That's correct. So,
Yeah.
okay, what were you planning right after during the quarantine? I know everybody's businesses stop right now, but I know that
hmm
us as a filmmakers, we have a plan. We have a 1 year plan on what to shoot, what's our next move. What were you doing while all this happened? If it's okay for me to ask you about that.
While the COVID-19 broke out,
Yes.
I was on a road trip.
Here in
So
Australia.
in Australia, yeah. So the thing was, after Manila, I decided to like spontaneously visit family and then do a road trip. So I rented a camper van and I went up the East Coast in Australia. And after 2 weeks, when I came back, it's like the news exploded. Like because I've been off the grid for 2 weeks, and in only 2 weeks, they've been talking about how it became a pandemic, and last time I heard about this virus was in Boracay,
Yeah.
like a few weeks before, that
Mm-hmm.
they were concerned about the Chinese tourists, and the locals all wore masks, and it was just like on this island, and now it's like all over the world,
Mm-hmm.
and in only like a few weeks, and I was like, wow, this escalated quickly. Yeah. So slowly, everything shut down here. All the shops closed, and especially the Bondi Beach, the huge Bondi Beach closed down, and everyone was like, "What? The government is exaggerating." And actually, Australia reacted very, very late to this.
Okay.
While the whole world was already shutting down and flights were canceled, Australia was still like chill, everyone out in the park and swimming and surfing. Um, and that's when I did the road trip. Like, yeah,
I,
nothing happened. So I had a really good road trip, but as soon as I came back, everything was shut down.
I see. I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I know it's a bad thing to ask right now, but I think it's also one of the things that other people are trying to look into. Any
Mm-hmm.
tips for future filmmaker? I know everybody's stuck at home, and
Yeah.
most of them are like what you said. Most of them are learning new things. But what
Mm-hmm.
about you? As a cultural filmmaker, any tips that you can give our future generation or the upcoming filmmakers in our industry?
Yeah, sure. Just do your own thing. Try to just create. Doesn't matter if you get paid less or a lot. As long as you're out there and just doing stuff, people see you, and not just your clients, and not just the people you work with, but also the viewers. So because it's a digital medium, the client will distribute the video, and it will eventually get hundreds of views, maybe even thousands of views. And even one of those people who see your video um, might want another video, for his company or for whatever. So it's like a multiplier. So it's very important to just get out there. Don't be too proud,
Yeah.
um, and stay at home and say no, no, no. Like, you don't pay me enough, just do it, because every time I did that, every time I did some jobs that are underpaid,
Mm-hmm.
uh, because of the way I work and the quality, something came out of it. Like, something, always something comes out of it. So it's either a person who was at the shoot or the janitor cleaning and saw you work,
Yeah.
So anything can happen.
Great. Great.
And you will get like more jobs afterwards. So just keep on doing what you love, and yeah, copying is like covering a song, so it improves your skills, but you have to find your own style, your own way. So copying is not bad, but don't take it too seriously, because it's only to build up your skills as a filmmaker. So you can like watch YouTube videos and copy some of the effects you see, and do some tutorials. But at the end, it always matters on what you create yourself in your own style.
True. True. That's
Yeah.
great. That's great. So, I will not take much of your time. So, how can we get in touch with you, or how can we see more of your projects?
You can see all of my projects on my website. It's ap.com.
Okay.
Very easy, eypee.com. And of course, Facebook and Instagram, YouTube. I just cleaned up my YouTube, so I don't have a lot of views on there, but you can also subscribe to me, of course. And yeah, that's it. Social media. I don't have Twitter.
No Twitter? Why?
I don't know. Just nobody cares what I have to say. Everyone wants to see my pictures or videos,
I see. I
but
see.
not my text.
Hopefully, we could collaborate in the near future after all of this, or even if there's still a pandemic, maybe we can come up with something new that we can show
Of
the
course.
industry.
Yeah, of course.
All right,
Let's do
AP.
that.
All right, AP. Thank you very much for your time. I'm going to end this show right now, and then if you have any other questions, or anybody out there who has a question that they would like to ask AP before I close his side. Okay, AP, we have one question for you.
Sure.
What is a good cultural angle in a video?
A good cultural angle. I understand that question as not a camera angle,
Yeah, but
but
more on the I think
but
it's more on the selling side. I think this
yeah.
guy is trying to come up with his own cultural video, and what is a good angle to focus on. I think that's what he's trying
I
to
mean,
ask.
I use the angle food, because everyone like it's very common that when you're, for example, at a business meeting and you want to like connect other cultures from other countries, people from other countries, then you go to a restaurant and then you introduce the local food, you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
I get you.
So I think food is a really, really good angle for cross-cultural um, um, meetings and to get to know each other, the different culture. Me, I travel a lot and I just actually go to the country and film the very typical cultural things, not just food, but also like the way people speak, the way people think about things. I'm not really good in politics, so I don't like talk about political stuff and compare it to other countries.
Yeah.
But with food, it's always a safe bet.
Wow, that's a good
Yeah.
tip. So I will not take much of your time anymore. AP, thank you very much for accommodating us this morning. Looking
Sure. Thanks for
forward,
having me.
looking forward to doing that project with you very soon.
Thank you.
Thank you,
See you
thank you.
soon. Bye.
Bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's AP Kaamino. If you want to check him out, go to his website, AP Kaamino-filmmaker. That's in Facebook. Or you can actually check it, like what he said a while ago, go to his website, see his projects, and if you like to work with him, send him an email. Again, this is Mike Yu for Red Panda TV, and in cooperation with Multilingual, if you guys want to learn more cultural stuff or would like to learn how to speak different language, please go to their website. Again, this is Mike Yu signing off. Thank you very much again for watching.